and welcome to Game 18 of the 52nd Annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament between the Malden Green Wave and the Doniphan Dons. I'm Tyler Wagner. Alongside me is Tommy Jacobs, Bill Hampton behind the camera. Well, Tommy, looks like we got Malden and Doniphan here. Malden coming off a forfeit win from Kennett just the other day. Had a collapse on the court from a player, and Kennett decided to call it and go their way, and Malden advances, and Doniphan gets here with a win over Greenville just the other day. So Malden's carrying a little momentum into this game. Malden maybe not so much after not playing in a few days. You think that'll have any bearing on how the game plays out today?
Oh, well, I tell you, seemed like the way the Green Wave have been playing, you never know. They could come out and they could be extremely quick and play real good defense. And it's not unusual for them to meet the Doniphan Dons in the Christmas tournament. Usually it's in the semifinals or the finals. You know, they're both in the consolation bracket now. Two good schools, a lot of good basketball tradition between them both. I look for a pretty good basketball game.
Yes, we're in the semifinals, I guess you could say, of the consolation bracket. The winner will go on to play Hayti in the consolation championship. Hayti scored a win over South Bend earlier, 60-54, so they move on to the championship. The winner of this game moves on to the consolation chip. The loser falls out with already one loss, so they'll make 2 losses on the tournament, and can't play later in the tournament after 2 losses. So the winner goes on to take on Hayti. Well, the thing is, look like Malden, they brought up a few JV players from the JV team, and they got a pretty fine JV team.
Got a real nice JV team. I think they're 3-0 now, and they've moved some of them back and got about 2 or 3 of their better players on this. And you know, in a couple of years, Malden's going to have a good competitive team. They've got some real good young players. And I tell you what, our juniors and seniors seem like they're trying to come together. You know, it takes a while. You know, even though they're the most experienced, really they've not had much playing time by following the bunch they have. But they're giving it their all. They've got a lot of heart. They're trying. They don't give up. And, you know, they had some kids that really didn't want to play as a team, and they're no longer with them. These young men right here stuck it out, and I admire them for that.
Yeah, I've actually been impressed with the Malden young players coming out. They've got, like we said, a real fine JV team. They've got a lot of talent in there, so that's good things to come up for the Malden Green Wave the years to come. And we'd like to let you know that this game, Game 18 between Malden and Doniphan, is brought to you by Three Rivers Community College, Shearer Insurance Services, Farmers Insurance Group, and First National Bank. We're about to gear up here close to game time. Starting lineup should be along momentarily.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college or career classes.
Three Rivers affordable tuition
means Pell Grants go further.
I can use A+.
I got a scholarship.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Have you noticed they're all the same guy?
It would be hard not to.
Enjoying the art?
Yes, very much.
Yes.
Are you the artist?
I am.
Oh.
Who is Steve, the doer?
Doer. He's my farmer's insurance agent.
Really?
He gave me the coverage to save my studio. Nina. Hors d'oeuvre, Steve on a stick, salmon skin Steve roll, Steve in a blanket, baklava la Steve. What are you doing?
Well, the name scared me. Skin, Steve, roll.
Planning is your best protection against the unexpected. Let Dennis and Lance Shear of Shear Insurance Services advise you on the best plan. Stop by at 406 North Douglas Street in Malden or call them at 573-276-4586 for all your insurance needs.
Hello and welcome to Game 18 of the 52nd Annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament between the Malden Green Wave and the Doniphan Dons. I'm Tyler Wagner. Alongside me is Tommy Jacobs, Bill Hampton behind the camera. Well, Tommy, looks like we got Malden and Doniphan here. Malden coming off a forfeit win from Kennett just the other day. Had a collapse on the court from a player, and Kennett decided to call it and go their way, and Malden advances, and Doniphan gets here with a win over Greenville just the other day. So Malden's carrying a little momentum into this game. Malden maybe not so much after not playing in a few days. You think that'll have any bearing on how the game plays out today?
Oh, well, I tell you, seemed like the way the Green Wave have been playing, you never know. They could come out and they could be extremely quick and play real good defense. And it's not unusual for them to meet the Doniphan Dons in the Christmas tournament. Usually it's in the semifinals or the finals. You know, they're both in the consolation bracket now. Two good schools, a lot of good basketball tradition between them both. I look for a pretty good basketball game.
Yes, we're in the semifinals, I guess you could say, of the consolation bracket. The winner will go on to play Hayti in the consolation championship. Hayti scored a win over South Bend earlier, 60-54, so they move on to the championship. The winner of this game moves on to the consolation chip. The loser falls out with already one loss, so they'll make 2 losses on the tournament, and can't play later in the tournament after 2 losses. So the winner goes on to take on Hayti. Well, the thing is, like Malden, they brought up a few JV players from the JV team, and they got a pretty fine JV team.
Got a real nice JV team. I think they're 3-0 now, and they've moved some of them back and got about 2 or 3 of their better players on this. And you know, in a couple of years, Malden's going to have a good competitive team. They've got some real good young players. And I tell you what, our juniors and seniors seem like they're trying to come together. You know, it takes a while. You know, even though they're the most experienced, really they've not had much playing time by following the bunch they have. But they're giving it their all. They've got a lot of heart. They're trying. They don't give up. And, you know, they had some kids that really didn't want to play as a team, and they're no longer with them. These young men right here stuck it out, and I admire them for that.
Yeah, I've actually been impressed with the Malden young players coming out. They've got, like we said, a real fine JV team. They've got a lot of talent in there, so that's good things to come up for the Malden Green Wave the years to come. And we'd like to let you know that this game, Game 18 between Malden and Doniphan, is brought to you by Three Rivers Community College, Shearer Insurance Services, Farmers Insurance Group, and First National Bank. We're about to gear up here close to game time. Starting lineup should be along momentarily.
Got 3 good officials this game tonight, Taylor. It's this afternoon, Tyler.
Yeah, we've got Kevin Lawrence, Todd Roth, and Mike Buck officiating today's game. And the starting lineup for the Doniphan Dons.
Tyler Smith.
Number 21, Logan Rush. Number 42, 6'1" junior, Gavin Wilfong. And was that number 45 there, Tommy?
Right.
Number 45, 6'2" junior, Greg Davis.
Greg Davis, fine player.
And for the Malden Green Wave, number 3, Dontavis Minifield. Number 4, 5'8" junior, Travis Gregory. Number 12, 5'9" senior, D. Collier. Number 32, 6' senior, Andy Matthews. And number 42, a 6' sophomore, Dwight Jackson.
These are 2 good schools coming together, and both schools have very, very fine coaching staff.
Yeah, we got for Malden, Robert Eisen, along with Vinny Sokolov. And for Doniphan, Jason Andrews and Corey Russell. And it looks like we have Matthews for Malden and Davis for Doniphan to jump the ball. Tip up goes to Doniphan.
Malden playing that zone defense again.
Yeah, Doniphan's really struggled shooting the ball so far in the tournament. It looks like they're going to try to push them out.
That's exactly what they needed to do, too, work that ball underneath.
Yeah, but Davis scores in the middle of the paint. Malden brings it up. Goes into Jackson, tied up. It's going to stay with the Green Wave.
By time. Gregory, got it in the mini field. Collier looking there trying to find somebody to hit. There he hits Gregory on the left wing.
Manifield at the top of the key, drives to the paint, kicks out to Gregory. Shot up, no good. Rebound to Davis. Dons bring it up the right side, looks down. Wilfong goes up and it's good.
Malden wants a timeout with 6:37 to go in the first quarter. Donovan jumped out to a 7-0 lead.
Yeah, we blanked out there for a second due to some technical difficulties. That was Logan Rush hitting a three right before the timeout. The Dons jump out to a 7-0 lead with 6 minutes, 37 seconds left to go in the quarter.
Coach Issa wanted a quick timeout. He's not liking the way this thing started out, and I really can't say I blame him. Doniphan's beating him up and down the court, find an open man. Then when they did get back, they kicked it out for that three-point shot. Malden wanted to make a little adjustment, so maybe they'll tighten it up, work that ball around, maybe get a good shot.
Manifield drives the lane, looks down to Gregory. Kicks it back out. Shot up, no good by Collier. He gets his own rebound, puts it up,
That's
good.
Nice. That's the way to follow his shot.
Grainer brings it up for the Dons.
We got 5-on-4s. Collier's trying to put his shoe on, but now he's back in the business.
Shot up, no good. Rebound Collier. Manifield drives the lane, goes up, no good. Rush brings the ball up the left side. Looks down the middle, up, good. Well, Doniphan's moving the ball real good early. That's Wilfong on the score.
Extend that lead out to 9-2 with 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Manifield on the left side. He drives right, down to Gregory. Collier up for three, good.
There he's it, nice shot.
Grainer brings the ball up. Shot up by Rush, no good. Rebound Lamar.
Hey, Malden will get a little momentum on this trip down.
Collier with the ball, looking for a man. Gives it up to Manifield. He drives left to the paint. Tries to pass off, knocked away by Doniphan. Coming back into the game for the Green Wave is Jackson, and that's Dwight Jackson and Andy Matthews. Going out, Travis Gregory and Kyle Lamar. Matthews inbounds. Shot up, no good. They've got a foul going the other way here.
We were going to call it on Dwight Jackson.
Rush drives left. Into the corner, shot up, good.
Oh, nice shot, kissed it off the glass and in. Collier looking underneath, trying to find somebody to hit. He hits Manifield out. He drives, kicks it over, and throws it out of bounds.
It looks like Gregory's coming back into the game for Manifield.
Manifield, I think, wanted to go down to the other end of the bench and sit, but Coach Eisen, I think, had a little bit to say with him, told him, come here and sit down with me.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to make something happen there and got caught up in some traffic and wasn't sure what to do there. Russ looks to the left side, passes away, stolen away by Matthews. He passes it up, regains it, back out to Collier. Over to Jarvis.
Nice drive.
That's Quentin Jarvis, number 21, into the game. He drive left, put up a shot, and was fouled by number 42, Gavin Wilfong. His first personal.
Quentin Jackson's another one of them young players coming along from Malden. It's going to make a name for himself, and he gets a little more age on him. He's a nice player now.
Into the game for the Dons. is that number 20 or 30?
Number 30.
Number 30. That's Frankie Cape, 6'1" sophomore.
Minifield's back in for the Greenways, taking Collier's place. Give him a breather.
Second shot up by Quentin Jackson's good. Davis with the ball shot up, good.
Davis got a nice shot about that free throw line. You leave him open, he'll bury it on you.
Minifield. Looks like maybe a legal screen down underneath. That's going to be Dwight Jackson's second personal foul. Lamar comes in for Jackson.
3 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the first. Doniphan up 13-7 over the Greenway.
Garner brings it up, gives it up to Cape on the left side. Up to Davis. Cape with the ball, gives it up to Davis. Over to Smith. He gets it into Davis. It's a foul on the play. It's going to be on Kyle Lamar, his first personal foul. Taylor Smith will inbound. Looks for Davis underneath. Shot up, no good. Out of bounds off of Doniphan. Goes to the Green Wave. Minifield brings the ball up center court.
Doniphan in that 2-1-2 zone extended a little bit out front.
Gregory on the right side. Goes cross court to Minifield. He puts up a three. Up, no good. Rebound Gregory. Puts a shot up. No good. Rebound Matthews up, no good. Matthews with his own board puts it up and good.
Very good board work by Andy Matthews. Stayed after that time, put it in.
Yeah, that's what we've seen of Andy Matthews here the past few games and also earlier in the years.
That's right. You're just not going to outwork one of those Matthews
getting the putbacks. Davis in the lane. Back up to Grainer. He goes cross court to Smith. He puts up the shot, no good. Thrown out. Cape with the ball in the lane, puts it up, no good. Rebound Davis, he puts it up for another two. Well, Davis is proven to be a fighting force there in the middle right now.
He come up behind Andy Matthews that time. A lot of people wanted over the back, might have been, but the refs didn't see it that way.
Greger puts up a three, up no good. Saved by Malden, picked up by Davis. He looks left to Grainer, drives in the paint, shot up, no good. Rebound Minifield. He brings it up, drives the lane, shot up. No good. Rebound Grainer throws it out to Davis. He looks ahead to Smith.
Got a man down court, wide open.
And an easy two for Smith. And Matthews in the corner, looks down to Lamar. He dribbles center, goes up in the paint, good.
Oh, nice shot. Kyle Lamar took that thing in there, turned around, stuck it in the hole.
Smith over to Cape, to Grainer in the corner. Goes cross court to Smith. Dribbles in the center of the paint, up, good. Well, Doniphan seems like they got a better touch today than they have in the past two games. They've really struggled from shooting the ball the last couple games, and they've come out and they're starting to knock them down early. Jackson drives the lane, and he's fouled on the way.
53 seconds to go in the first quarter. Don's up 19-11 over the Green Wave.
That foul's going to be on
Raymond Wilson, number 23, in from Malden, sees first action for the day. And to Matthews.
Matthews loses it out of bounds to the Dons. We have 51 seconds remaining.
Doniphan kicking it around on the outside. They're going to go for the, I think, maybe the last shot unless they find something open underneath.
Grainer with the ball on the right side, kicks it over to Cape. They're just swinging around the perimeter right now, maybe to kill some clock. Looking to maybe set something up with about 10 seconds to go here. We're down to 17 seconds. Down to 10 seconds now. Grainer at the top of the key. He looks to drive left off a pick from Davis. Back down to Davis. Goes up. No good, but is fouled on the play with 3.7 seconds left. Foul is on D. Collier, his first. Team's fourth. That'll send Davis to the line to shoot two.
Davis had a nice first quarter.
First up, good. That was a nice little pick and roll there at the end of the quarter. It looks like they thought maybe Grainer would have come around that pick and looked for a shot, but looked for Davis there in the middle of the paint. Second up, shot up from Davis. Up, no good. Rebound, thrown away up to Davis. Shot up, blocked by Matthews. And that brings an end to our first quarter. The Dons on top of the Green Wave after the first quarter, 20-11. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college.
Why pay university prices?
When the same classes at TRCC cost a lot less.
I can use A+.
I get individual attention.
I'm close to home.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Have you noticed they're all the same guy?
It would be hard not to.
Enjoying the art?
Yes, very much. Are you the artist?
I am.
Who is Steve, the doer?
Doer. He's my farmer's insurance agent.
Really?
He gave me the coverage to save my studio. Mina. Hors d'oeuvre, Steve on a stick, salmon skin Steve roll, Steve in a blanket, baklava la Steve. What are you doing?
Well, the name scared me. Skin, Steve, roll.
Planning is your best protection against the unexpected. Let Dennis and Lance Shear of Shear Insurance Services advise you on the best plan. Stop by at 406 North Douglas Street in Malden or call them at 573-276-4586 for all your insurance needs.
And we're back now, set to start up the second quarter.
Looks like Doniphan starting with the ball again.
Yeah, Doniphan will open up with inbound.
Malden's went to man-to-man defense.
Yeah, it looks like Doniphan's going to take advantage of it. A little penetration. Davis looks down. Shot up.
Oh,
no
nice.
good. The charge on the play.
D. Collier stepped in there and took a charge. That's a way to stop that when you drive to the basket. Stop in there and let him come over you. Nice job.
It fouls on number 3, Cody Essay. That's 6'1" junior, Cody Essay. His first personal. Collier brings the ball up the left side. Looks to Jackson on the right. He drives.
Nice
Good.
drive. Malden's going to pick him up man-to-man full court.
Essay out to Davis. He steps in, back over to Essay in the corner. He drives, shot up. Good.
Got around D. Collier, let him around. Just playing that whole A defense. Just stick your arm out there and let him go by you and shoot a layup.
Actually, that two was for Frankie Cape, number 30. And Dylan Krigler with the ball up top for the Green Wave.
Looks like both teams come out in a man-to-man. And Malden's turned it over.
Menfield back into the game.
Looks like we got a new cameraman, Tyler.
Yeah, our new cameraman is Richard Kimball from Malden. He's going to step in for Bill, do a little camera work for us.
Very nice young man, too, I can say that.
Yeah, it's said he's got quite the experience in the camera work,
Yes,
so we're better off with him right now. And Davis into the line, puts up a shot in the middle of the paint. No good, but is fouled on the play.
This Davis is a workhorse now. You give him the ball and he'll make something happen.
Sure, he's making it happen earlier. Fouls on D. Collier, his second. Shot up from Davis, up no good. Into the game is Taylor Smith for the Dons.
Looks like Malden's come back with Raymond Wilson. Going to let Collier have a seat.
It looks like both teams want to come out and apply the pressure here early on and try to force some turnovers. Second shot up from Davis. This is good. And Minifield with the ball on the right side. Gives it up to Jackson. Back to Minifield.
Minifield's quick.
He sure is. He's going to use it right now. He's going to drive in, kick it back out to Jackson. Shot up, no good. Rebound Jackson. Tries to give it up to Matthews, regains it. Wilson in the paint, turnaround jumper, good.
Nice move. He took that boy one way, spun back. He's a left-handed kid anyway, laid up there. He's a nice shot.
Yeah, it looks like he was running out of room there, but adjusted real well to put that ball off the glass. Smith gets it up to Davis. He looks for a pass underneath, taken away.
Taken away by the Green Wave.
Jackson drives in on the left side. Shot up, no good. Rebound Smith, but he's going to lose it out of bounds.
Yeah, Malden's trying to pick the intensity up a little bit on their team, and it's paid off a little bit. 5:45 to go in the second quarter. Dons are still up 23-15.
Gregory back into the game for the Green Wave. He kicks it out to Wilson in the corner, back out to Minifield. Wilson spins, gives up to Gregory. He puts up a shot, no good. Rebound to the Dons. Grainer brings up the left side, crosses over, kicks it back out. Shot up, no good. Rebound Matthews.
Matthews went high to get that rebound that time.
Jackson with the ball, nice fake, puts it up on the right side, it's good.
Very nice. Malden's got a little momentum now, brought the score back. Very nice. This game is brought to you partly tonight by Tommy's Convenience Store on Broadwater Road in Malden, Missouri. Stop in and see the nice ladies that work at Tommy's. They're proud supporters of the area athletics and especially the Malden Green Wave.
And also by Three Rivers Community College, Shearer Insurance Services of the Farmers Insurance Group, and First National Bank. So what do you think so far in this second quarter, Tommy? It looks like Malden's coming out with they're still down 23-17, but they got a little momentum going.
That's right. You know, Coach Allison wants them to kick the tempo up. I was talking to him the other day. He says if we get the intensity up, and the kid's going to have to realize he's going to have to get the ball down and shoot the ball. It seemed like we want to pass. That's good, but we're going to have to put the ball up. And I think they're making a little run, and I think this man-to-man defense has helped them. You know, they've had a couple steals. So I think it turned out to be a pretty nice game.
It sure is here early on. Davis with the ball for the Dons on the left side. Gives it up to Rush, the top of the key. He looks down, taken away by Matthews. He gives it up to Gregory. Shot up by Gregory, he's good.
Scored it. Very nice.
And like we'll say probably many times from here on out, Matthews really mixes everything up for Malden on both sides of the floor.
This Matthews is he's going to give you all he's got every night.
And he's applying the defensive pressure now on the Dons. Dons with the ball on the left side. Rush on the left side, looks down to Smith. He puts up a shot up, no good. Rebound Minifield. He's going to bring it up the right side. Looks for Matthews on the baseline. Shot up by Matthews, no good. Rebound Gregory. They're going to kick it out, set something up here. Minifield drives right. Back left over to Wilson. Right to Gregory. He puts up a three. Good.
There is it. Travis Gregory gets hot from out there. He can fill it up.
That's his 5th point of the game.
Pull Malden within one, 23-22.
And Minifield tries to get a pick. Is going to get called in for the reach. Dontavius Minifield, his first personal foul.
Coach Allison applauds it, didn't like the foul, but he applauds the hustle on Minifield. I think he wants Minifield to be a little more aggressive out there, and he can be. He can slap that ball away. He'll have it gone.
Yeah, it was a nice chance there. It looked like the Doniphan player had the ball out in front and had a good opportunity there. And Grainer with the ball on the left side. Gets a pick from Davis. He drives in the lane. Up, good. Well, they're working that pick and roll
Pick and
early.
roll, that's it. You know, they're doing it very well, too.
And Greg with the ball on the baseline. Out to Wilson. He spins to the left side. Turnaround jumper up. No good. Rebound Davis. Out to Grainer. He's going to push it up the left side. Going to cross over to the paint. Out to Davis for three. Nope, no good. Rebounded up by Cape. No good. Rebound to the Green Wave. Minifield pushes up the paint. That goes up in the middle. No good. Rebound Davis. He's going to push it up the left side. Looks for Smith in the corner.
Andy Matthews went for the steal. Oh, called a block on that one from Minifield.
Yeah, it looked like he almost had the position
I thought
there.
he did. I think it was just a little bit off. Got one of them iffy.
That's Minifield's second personal. That was Gavin Wilfong on the drive. He'll go to the line to shoot two. First shot up, no good for Wilfong.
Looks like Malden's bringing in 4 fresh men.
Looks like Collier into the game. Also Jackson.
Dylan Kriegler back in.
Shot up, no good from Wilfong. Collier bring the ball up. Looks to Wilson. Jackson thrown away, picked up by Smith. Ahead to Cape, he's going to kick it out. Drops it back down to Wilfong. He puts it up and good. Score now 27-22. Doniphan ahead with 2.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Kriegler drives, looks down to Lamar. Quentin Jackson drives in, puts up a shot up, no good.
Dylan Kriegler coming out with it.
And they're going to kick it out here. Collier out with the ball. Drives into the paint. Kicks it out to Jackson, back to Kriegler. He steps up, shot up. No good.
Air ball, and we drew a foul on it.
And looked like Dwight Jackson with a push in the back. That's his third personal foul. Team foul number 8 for the Green Wave. That'll send, I believe it's Frankie Cape to the line to shoot two, or a 1-on-1. Shot up, no good. Rebound Lamar, pushed up to the left side. The Green Wave looked down to Matthews underneath.
Oh, nice.
Good.
Nice dish in by Dylan Kriegler, and Andy finished it off.
And Davis pushing up the left side. He's going to dig into the paint. Up. Good.
Scored it.
Boy, he's really getting it done for the Dons in
I
this
tell you what,
first half.
He's having a good half.
And ball down to Lamar. He's going to dribble right in the paint. Kick out to Collier for three. No good. Kriegler rebounds on the outside.
There's a shot we need right there. He's going to have to take that shot. Kicked it way out front.
Quentin Jackson kicks it out to...
And threw it away.
Collier, he throws it away. Davis drives it in and scores again. And foul on Frankie Cape.
Got 1:07 to go in the second quarter. The Dons extended that lead out 31-24.
That's Cape's first personal foul. Matthews the inbound for the Green Wave. And we got a substitution for the Dons. Looks like Wilfong will go out.
Travis Gregory coming back in for the Green Waves. Kyle Lamar having a seat. Kyle gets in there and mixes it up. He's had a nice game.
Cody Essie into the game for the Dons. Inbound to Gregory. Back to Matthews. Going to kick it out to Collier. He's going to try to set something up here with a minute to go. He spins, goes in the paint to the right. Shot up, no good. And Davis with the ball. He passes over to the right, up to Smith at the top of the key. Left to rush to Davis in the corner. Guarded by Matthews. Picked up his dribble. Nice cut there by Grainer for the 2.
Grainer beat his man to the basket. Nice dish to him. He laid it up there and scored it.
Gregory in the corner. He dribbles left. Gives it up to Jackson. Over to Krigler. Gregory out for the 3. Shot up, no good. Rebound Davis. He's going to push it up with 8 seconds left here. Kick out to Davis for 3. Good.
There is it.
And that brings us to an end to our first half here of game number 18 between the Malden Green Wave and the Doniphan Dons here in the semifinals of the consolation bracket. Halftime score, Doniphan Dons 36, the Malden Green Wave 24. We'll be back in just a moment with some stats and more commentary with Tommy Jacobs. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV. And we're back here at the halftime of our game number 18 of the 52nd Annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament between the Malden Green Wave and the Doniphan Dons here in the semifinals of the consolation bracket. Halftime score, Doniphan up on Malden 36-24. And we're going to go over some stats here, high scores for teams. For Malden, we have the high scores, number 4, Travis Gregory with 5 points. Number 12, D. Collier with 5. Also with Quentin Jackson, number 21 with 4. And also Andy Matthews, number 32 with 4 points. And for the Dons, we have the big man of the half so far is number 45, Greg Davis with 17 at half. And also Gavin Wilfong, number 42 with 6 points. Followed up by Mitch Grainer, number 12 with 4 points. Here on alongside Tommy Jacobs. Tommy, it looks like Davis is dominating the first half. He's got roughly half of their points.
Exactly.
And that's one thing that the Green Wave going to key on coming into the second half is trying to put a lid on Davis.
Davis, nice player. He'll stop, hit it from you from the outside. He'll take it in, he'll bring it to you on down the lane. But, you know, that they just went on a little run there. You know, Malden had pulled that thing back 25-24. We was down by 1. And then they went on to about 11-0 run on us and pushed it out there. And, you know, the Green Wave is going to have to start taking their good shots. You know, I'm sure Coach Johnson, this little Quentin Jackson of Malden, can stop up there, and he can hit that little 15-foot jump shot. And then, and I'm sure Coach Johnson wants him to take it. But, you know, he's a freshman. He's young, and he don't want to, you know, he's probably afraid to make a mistake. And if he'll just go ahead and light it, because he can light it up from out there. But I look for Eisen to make a little adjustment at halftime and try to stop this, stop the attack, because Doniphan got a nice team, and they're going to continue to play, and they're going to play hard. And the Green Wave is too, and I'm not being critical of the Green Wave, but, you know, they're going to have to play hard every play. They can't play hard for half a quarter. They got to put the whole quarter together and put 4 good quarters together and are able to win a basketball game.
Yeah, well, we really saw the tempo picked up there in the second quarter.
Right.
Teams started to come and bring out the man-to-man defense. And both teams kind of took advantage of it. Doniphan started using the pick and roll, looking for Davis on that pick and roll, and also saw Grainer and a few others start to cut, backdoor, and take advantage of that. So, you know, you like to bring out the pressure and start forcing turnovers, but it just didn't seem like that happened. Actually, both teams kind of took advantage of it.
Sure did. And I don't know. I still don't think this ball game, I don't think it'll be a 11-point ball game. You know, Malden can play with this Doniphan team. You know, Doniphan don't have any more talent than Malden's got, but Doniphan seems to have it together. And Malden to bring it together. You know, Malden playing those young kids, and you know, they're going to get it together one of these days, and when they do, they're going to be hard to handle.
Yeah, it's one thing Doniphan's really shown here. They've actually shot the ball fairly well, you know, especially Davis out front. He's doing it both inside and out. And Doniphan's really struggled shooting the ball here early in the Christmas tournament. We saw with Richland in their first-round game. Seemed like they couldn't hit a shot. And they played Greenville yesterday. Hey, they hit a few more shots, but you know, Greenville's probably not on par with Malden here. But coming out and hitting these shots against Malden, that's got to give them some confidence coming into the second half.
That's exactly right. And you know, like I say, these two teams have had such a good rivalry the last few years. It's been a very good rivalry. You know, very good schools, both school systems very good. And you know, I think they just like to kick it up a notch when they play each other. And I hope Malden comes out, tighten this thing up, and we wish both teams good luck. And whichever one advances, you know, they're going to be deserving of that.
That's right. We're looking forward to a very competitive second half here, the game number 18 in the semifinals of the consolation bracket of the 52nd annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament between the Malden Green Wave, which come out with the number 11th seed, and the Doniphan Dons, who come out with the 10th seed. So seed-wise, we're matched up pretty close here, and we got a pretty competitive game, 12-point spread with the Doniphan Dons on top of the Malden Green Wave, 36-24. And we'll be back with the second half in just a moment. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Have you noticed they're all the same guy?
It would be hard not to.
Enjoying the art?
Yes, very much.
Yeah.
Are you the artist?
I am.
Who is Steve, the doer?
Doer. He's my farmer's insurance agent.
Really?
He gave me the coverage to save my studio. Mina. Hors d'oeuvre, Steve on a stick, salmon skin Steve roll, Steve in a blanket, baklava la Steve. What are you doing?
Well, the name scared me. Skin, Steve, roll.
Planning is your best protection against the unexpected. Let Dennis and Lance Shear of Shear Insurance Services advise you on the best plan. Stop by at 406 North Douglas Street in Malden or call them at 573-276-4586 for all your insurance needs.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place. A great place to start career training.
At TRCC, I'm getting training for a good job with a good salary.
Three Rivers has high-tech equipment, great instructors,
and convenient classes. To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
And we're back here with the 52nd annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, number game 18. We're about to get the second half started here between the Malden Green Wave and the Doniphan Dons. We have alongside myself, Tyler Wagner, Tommy Jacobs to my left, and also working camera. This game is Richard Kimball.
He does a fine job, too. Does
yeah,
a good job.
Not bad for a beginner. I know when I first got on there, I was cutting people's heads off and had the camera going all over the place, so pretty impressed here early on. And we'd like to give a special thanks to our camera people. We also have Corey Martin that's been working our camera, and Kim Stokes. They do a great job.
Yes, they do.
I've been watching it in the studio, watching it, and I mean, it looks great. You know, I'm really proud of what they do. And also David Black at the studio, he works those graphics for our games, and it's really nice. I'm really proud of it myself. And we're getting back to the second half. Malden out with the ball. Collier goes up for a shot. No good. Rebound, Doniphan is taken away by Collier. He's going to get the ball back in the corner. Puts up a three. No good. Rebound to Dwight Jackson. He looks underneath for Matthews. Knocked away. And it looks like Rush is going to take it away for the Dons. Grainer's going to push it up the right side. Davis with the ball out front. He's going to give it over to Grainer. He crosses over, gives it up to Smith. He drives left into the paint, puts up a shot. Good.
Scores it. Doniphan drew first blood this half.
And we've got a timeout here on the floor. Malden's going to take a timeout. We're at 7 minutes, 14 seconds left in the third quarter. The Doniphan Dons on top of the Malden Green Wave, 38-24. And we'd like to let you know that this game is brought to you in part by Tommy's Convenience Store, Three Rivers Community College, Shear Insurance Services of the Farmers Insurance Group, and First National Bank. We really appreciate those sponsors that are helping us carry this Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. And if you're in those businesses or organizations, be sure to come in and thank them for bringing this year's tournament, because without them, we just wouldn't be doing this, Tommy.
Yeah, that's right. We got to have the sponsors.
And Malden, we're back into action. They're going to inbound. Quentin Jackson goes into the lane, puts up a shot, no good. Or Dwight Jackson, that is. Rebound out to Minifield. And he's going to get held up by, looks like Taylor Smith. That'll be Smith's first personal, first team foul. Gregory to inbound for the Green Wave. Minifield with the ball. Over to Collier. He drives left, looks out to Gregory. Looking for Dwight Jackson in the middle of the paint. He turns, kicks it out to Minifield, looks for Matthews, and they're going to call 3 seconds. Looks like it might have been on Dwight Jackson or Andy Matthews there with a violation.
Yeah, one of them got caught in there a little bit.
And Malden throws the ball away, back over to the Green Wave. Well, it looks like Malden's really trying to put the ball inside here early on in the second half. You had 2 postmen right there wanting the ball. It just happened to be one of them in there just a second too long. So look for that early from the Green Wave. Minifield up with the ball, tries to cross over, loses his balance, gets it over to Collier. Minifield looks to drive, crosses over left, down to Jackson.
Dish.
Shot up and good. And Davis going to drive up the left side, puts up a shot, good.
Scores it.
Davis is a 6'2" junior, and he looks like a bigger kid than that.
He sure does.
Gregory puts up a 3 in the corner, good.
Nice shot, Travis Gregory.
Davis with the ball against the pressure. The Green Wave's putting on a full court press here. Grainer with the ball, he's going to bring it the right side. Minifield reaches in, going to be called with a foul. That'll be his 3rd personal, 2nd team foul on the Green Wave.
You know, you reach across a man's body. It looked like a good steal. And from where we're sitting, we had a good look. Looked like a good steal, but you reach across a man's body, 9 times out of 10, they're going to call a foul.
That's right.
And they called a technical on Minifield then. He didn't like the call. You know, we have enough trouble playing basketball. We don't need to try to ref either. I'm sure Coach Ison doesn't like that. Minifield will get a seat on the bench, and I'd say he's probably done for the day.
And that's going to be Minifield's 4th personal foul. And looks like Greg Davis is going to shoot the technical free throws. First shot up, good. Second shot up, no good.
You know, it's easy to get frustrated, Tyler, when you're out there playing. Yeah, but that's part of growing up, part of being a team. You know, you get frustrated, you need to just go on and play. And,
yeah, Minifield was playing pretty tough defense
sure was.
here.
A nice player and a nice kid, don't get me wrong.
Davis over the ball. He gives it up to Rush at the top of the key. Over to Smith. He looks down to Davis. Shot fake up. No good. Draws the foul. Foul will be on Dwight Jackson. Looks like his 4th personal foul, so he's got 4 early on in the 3rd quarter. Davis with his first shot up is good. Into the game, number 45, Kyle Lamar, is going to come in for Jackson. He might just have to take a seat for a while with 4 personal fouls here early on.
I'd say so, yeah. Got a lot of basketball to be played between now until it's over.
Second shot up for Davis, no good. Rebound Matthews. And Collier will bring it up for the Green Wave. And Matthews at the free throw line. They're going to give it back out to Quentin Jackson. He's going to give it to Gregory on the right side. He's going to drive baseline. Looks to throw it out to Collier. Back over to Jackson. He's going to drive left. Gets it taken away. As he took the ball away, go back over to Grainer. Left side, he looks to the corner. Smith with the ball, he drives left, puts up a shot fake, back out. SC with the ball, he drives right to the paint, shot up. Deflected away, gets his own rebound. Puts another shot up, fouled by Collier.
Stays at number 3 for Doniphan. Stayed after the ball that time. It got away from him, went over the back of a Green Wave, got it, put it back in there, and drew a foul.
That's the 3rd personal foul for D. Collier. And number 3, Cody Assay, to the line to shoot 2. First one up, good. Cody Assay, a 6'1" junior. Second shot up, no good. Rebound Matthews. Collier pushes it up to Gregory on the right side. He looks to the corner for Lamar. Out to Collier. Gives the ball to Lamar at the high post. Kicks it to Gregory in the corner. Back to Lamar at the low block. Nice move there by Lamar. Puts it up for 2. And he's another one of those JV players we were talking about that's moved up. And, you know, Lamar doesn't have a whole lot of height, but he's got the frame, and he's able to maneuver pretty well down low. Shot up from Asay, no good. Rebound, Quentin Jackson. He's going to push it up himself, go through 3 defenders, up with the left, good.
A nice move of that freshman. Took that ball down amongst and 3 defensive players, laid it up left hand.
Sure was. Expected him to just pull it up there with 3 players, but he found an opening, got through, and a nice left hand there. And we got a 30-second timeout for the Dons. Here, 3 minutes and 54 seconds left in the third quarter. The Dons up on the Green Wave, 43-33. We'll be back with this quick timeout. We are watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college.
Why pay university prices?
When the same classes at TRCC cost a lot less.
I can use A+.
I get individual attention.
I'm close to home.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Have you noticed they're all the same guy?
It would be hard not to.
Enjoying the art?
Yes, very much. Are you the artist?
I am.
Who is Steve, the doer?
Doer. He's my farmer's insurance agent.
Really?
He gave me the coverage to save my studio. Mina. Hors d'oeuvre, Steve on a stick, salmon skin Steve roll, Steve in a blanket, baklava a la Steve. What are you doing?
Well, the name scared me. Skin, Steve, roll.
Planning is your best protection against the unexpected. Let Dennis and Lance Shear of Shear Insurance Services advise you on the best plan. Stop by at 406 North Douglas Street in Malden or call them at 573-276-4586 for all your insurance needs.
And we're back now, about to resume action from the timeout. What do you think so far here in the second half, Tommy?
Well, you know, I think Malden has made the adjustments on offense to score the buckets. They're trying to weave these guys in there in a lane and hit them. And so far, they've been pretty successful, but, you know, they missed a lot of shots in there and missed a lot of open men. But tell you what, they pulled it back within 10. You know, they were out by about 14 or 15.
And Grainer's going to drive the ball up, kicks it out to Smith for 3, up no good. Rebound's going to be kicked out to Rush. Smith up top of the key with the ball. Looks up to Wilfong on the right side. He looks for a cutter. Grainer works in the middle of the paint, up, shot good, and the foul. Well, it's something that really, Doniphan's really done well here in the first half. They've really moved the ball, and the cutters, you had Grainer, he's been cutting pretty much the whole game, and it turned out well for him on that trip.
Sure did. As soon as that man flashes open, Doniphan's hitting him. You know, if you wait a little bit, somebody cover you up. And that's what Malden needs to work that ball in, them guys.
And the shot up for Grainer is good. Foul was on D. Collier, his 4th personal. So looks like foul trouble might be a key point here in the game for Malden. And Collier with the ball on the right side. He's going to drive baseline. Pulls up, tries to work it into Matthews. Loses control. Doniphan takes it away, looks up to Smith for an easy 2. And timeout taken by Coach Robert Eisen. With 3 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the third quarter, Doniphan pushes the lead ahead to 48-33. 15-point spread here. We had a 12-point spread at halftime. It looked like Malden was making a pretty nice run there, and then a couple turnovers. Doniphan pushes it up the other way, and now we got a 15-point game. So,
right. You know, they take advantage of these turnovers and go down and score points off of them. You know, that they can build up some lead in a hurry that way. And, you know, Coach Eisen and Coach Sokoloff, very good coaches. And you know, I know it's a struggle for them, you know, with playing so many young players to get them to do what you want. And we just always got to remember that these kids are young kids, and they're trying to learn. And I admire the coaches for keep working with them. But like I say, Malden's building. In a couple of years, they're going to be ready to go with a lot of these young kids. And you got to give credit to the Doniphan. They got their game plan. They're sticking with it, and it's been very successful for them.
Yeah, Doniphan's come out, and they've really played with an identity today. They've really struggled in the past 2 games. And, you know, you look at that team the past few days, and you say, that's not a Doniphan Don team. You know, usually they're really fundamental. They shoot the ball well, and they just haven't done that the past 2 games. And they've come out and really worked the ball around very well. They haven't taken as many outside shots as the past few games. They've really worked on the cutters there in the lane and doing the pick and roll, and they've looked a lot more fundamental today. And here resuming from the timeout, Green Wave inbounds. Collier brings it up, gives it up to Jackson on the right side. He loses control. That's Raymond Wilson, rather. And Grainer's going to pull up for a shot here. No good. Rebound Matthews. Collier looking for a man to pass. Deflected out of bounds. Off of Wilson over to the Dons. Gregory back into the game for the Green Wave and for Wilson. Malden in full court man-to-man. Grainer brings it up the left side over to Cape. Works it in to Wilfong. Shot up and good.
Well, Donovan extended that lead to 50-32 with 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
And a lob pass to Matthews down low is good.
That was nice. They worked that real well.
And that's when Malden's at their best, is when Matthews is getting really involved in the paint, because he's got a real nice vertical leap, and he can just extend over about anybody in this Christmas tournament. Shot up for Doniphan in the paint by Wilfong. Up no good. He gets his own rebound up and good.
Boy, Doniphan will battle those boards.
They sure are early, and Colliers throws the ball out of bounds and deflected off of Doniphan. It'll stay with the Green Wave. Dwight Jackson back into the game for Lamar.
Lamar's had a nice game.
Sure has.
He's played real hard in there.
Greg with the ball, looks down to Jackson and Matthews. Can't find them. Back out to Collier. Over to Quentin Jackson. Over to Gregory for 3. Shot up, no good. And a push in the back on, looks like, is that Dwight Jackson?
Is that his 5th?
So he picks up his 5th personal foul right as he come right back into the game. So he's out with 1:30 left in the 3rd quarter. It's a short afternoon for him. Raymond Wilson comes back in the game for Jackson. Grainer's going to push it up the right side for Doniphan. Looks across court to Davis. Shot up, no good. Rebound Collier. He's going to push it up. Crosses over to the right, jump stop up, and a foul on the drive.
Collier took it to the, was that Collier took that ball?
That was Collier, yeah. He crossed over and like a really big jump stop. Really got to be careful on that jump stop. Some referees don't like to see such a long of a jump stop there. And he was fortunate enough to get the foul, but Collier puts up a shot in the meantime. Rebound Matthews up, no good. And the Dons take it away.
Malden
turned over.
A pass.
Wilson drives in, tries to look for Gregory. Taken away by Smith. He pushes it up to Cape. Looks baseline to Grainer in the corner for 3. Good. And Collier with the ball out front. Pass it into Wilson. Knocked away. Gregory regains it and travels on the play.
Well, Malden's got a short bench, Tyler.
Yeah, they're working them out quick as they can. They're going to go with only about 7 players here the rest of the way. Krigler's back in. And Grainer's going to push it up the left side. Got 30 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Doniphan on top of Malden, 55-35. Pass over to Rush. He dribbles right. Gives it up to Grainer. Looks like they're going to work around the perimeter here. Try to get the last second shot down to 10 seconds here. And he goes right. The pick and roll. Tries to look to Davis. deflected away up to Matthews for an easy 2.
Lays it up and in.
Right before the end of the third quarter. That brings an end to our third quarter of game number 18 of the 52nd Annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament between the Doniphan Dons and Malden Green Wave. And Doniphan is on top of the Green Wave after the third quarter, 55-37. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Have you noticed they're all the same guy?
It would be hard not to.
Enjoying the art?
Yes, very much. Are you the artist?
I am.
Who is Steve, the doer?
Doer. He's my farmer's insurance agent.
Really?
He gave me the coverage to save my studio. Mina. Hors d'oeuvre, Steve on a stick, salmon skin Steve roll, Steve in a blanket, baklava la Steve. What are you doing?
Well, the name scared me. Skin, Steve, roll.
Planning is your best protection against the unexpected. Let Dennis and Lance Shear of Shear Insurance Services advise you on the best plan. Stop by at 406 North Douglas Street in Malden or call them at 573-276-4586 for all your insurance needs.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place. A great place to start career training.
At TRCC, I'm getting training for a good job with a good salary.
Three Rivers has high-tech equipment, great instructors,
and convenient classes. To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
And we're back here about to get set for the fourth quarter. Game number 18 between Malden and Doniphan. The semifinals of the consolation bracket. What did you think of that third quarter there, Tommy?
Tell you what, Doniphan had a nice third quarter. They extended that lead out to about 18 points. Malden's still playing hard. They haven't given up, and you know they're not going to give up on you, but they're going to have to kick it up now if they're going to get back in this ball game.
Yeah, they're going to come up with some quick baskets and need to force some turnovers to really make a run at this fourth quarter. Doniphan inbound for the fourth quarter. Will following up the ball. He's going to drive left in the paint. Shot up, no good. Rebound Matthews. Quentin Jackson will push it up. Gives it up to Wilson. Back up to Jackson. Over to Krigler. Wilson dribbles the free throw line. Gives up to Gregory for 3. Up, no good. Rebound Davis. Gives it up to Will Fong. He'll push it up the left side. Crosses over to the left. Up to Grainer in the corner. Grainer drives left, or drives right. Loses the handle. Rush picks up the ball under the goal. Shot up. No good. Foul on the play. Looks like it'll be on Travis Gregory. His first. Team that foul number 7 for the Green Wave. Logan Rush to the line to shoot 2. First up, no good. Second shot up for Rush is good. Malden pushes it up quick. Looking for Matthews. He gets it on the block, goes left, kicks it out to Krigler over to Gregory. Quentin Jackson up for 3. No good. Rebound Grainer. He's going to bring it up the right side. Davis with the ball on the left side. Looks for Rush in the corner. Look for the cutter. Gives it up to Asay on the cut. Goes up for a shot. No good. Fouled on the play. That foul's on Raymond Wilson. His first personal. The foul was on the drive, not the shot, so they will shoot a 1-on-1. That's Cody Asay to the line to shoot a 1-on-1. Into the game for the Dons. Number 1, Taylor Smith. He's in for number 12, Mitch Grainer. First shot up for Asay is good. He'll get another. I think that's one thing Coach Andrews really wanted to emphasize in this game is getting easy baskets
Right.
going towards the hoop.
Exactly
They've
right.
really struggled the past few games, and it's worked out well for them this game. And second shot up for a say's no good. Matthews brings it down. Krigler with the ball. He drives right. Looks for Matthews on the block. Matthews gets it, drives left, up, shot no good.
Ball's
looks
just not falling. Not falling for the Green Wave, and
No,
seems like
well,
everything's going against them.
it's not a bad look there by Matthews.
No, it
That's
wasn't.
really what you want. If you're Malden is get inside there in the paint for Matthews. He's got the strong ability of scoring down there in the paint, but Doniphan's going to push it up. Kicks it out to Davis. He's going to pull it up. No good. Gets his own rebound. Look to pull it up. No once more. Gets his own rebound again. Fouled on the rebound.
We call that on D. Collier. I believe that'll be it
That's
for Mr. Collier for the
fifth
night.
personal foul, so that's 2 out of the game so far for the Green Wave.
Like I say, Malden's playing hard. The kids are getting out there, giving it their all. And you know, the Doniphan team has executed very well today and has extended that lead out there to 20 points.
Number 23, Raymond Wilson into the game. Shot up by Davis, no good. Foul on the rebound. And that'll be Frankie Capes.
That's just the third foul in this quarter on the
second personal foul. Team foul number 3 for the Dons.
9 against Malden.
Quentin Jackson with the ball. Goes right to Krigler. Kick out to Gregory for 3. Good.
Nice shot.
And the Dons will bring it up the right side. Looks to Cape in the middle lane. Shot up, blocked away. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up.
Andy
And
Matthews blocked that
with
shot,
another
didn't he?
rebound.
Nice one.
Gregory's going to bring it up. Back over to Gregory for 3. Shot up, no good. Davis with the rebound. He's going to push it up the left side. Spin move to the left. Davis goes in, and he's fouled on the shot. Well, Davis is just, he's done it pretty much. He's done pretty much everything this game.
He's a nice player. He puts that ball on the floor, and he'll take it to the hole on you.
And the foul will be on Raymond Wilson of the Green Wave, his second personal foul. Greg Davis will go to the line to shoot 2. Got 5.5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Doniphan ahead of Malden, 57-40. First shot up by Davis is no good. Second shot up, no good. Rebound to Matthews. And looks for a pass inside, taken away by Smith. He's going to push it up. And he's going to be fouled on the drive. Foul will be on.
I believe called it on Andy Matthews, wasn't it?
It's, Andy Matthews looks like his first personal foul. Well, that was Krigler. Was it Krigler looking inside there to? I think it was. I don't remember that it is, but you know that's one thing that is hard to really. You know when you're looking down low for. You know, that's a skill that not too many people think of is passing to the post. You got a defender in front of you and then also the defender on the post man. And that takes some practice and some skill to really work it into that post man.
5 minutes to go. The Dons extended the lead, 58-40.
Quentin Jackson drives the lane,
Nice
puts up
drive.
a left-hander. And Grainer's trying to work it up on Krigler. He gets it over to Smith.
Doniphan running that little weave through the middle, flashing that player. There he is, open, laid it up, scored it.
Smith puts it up and good. Malden pushes it up. As Jackson's going to lose it, and Doniphan pushes it up. Shot up, no good. Jackson takes it away up to Gregory. And he's going to lose it out of bounds over to Doniphan. We got a substitution here for the Green Wave. That's number 50, Tavon Hughes, 6'3" junior, coming in for number 15, Dylan Krigler. Inbound to Grainer. He's going to push it up. Asay with the ball, puts it up, no good. Gets his own rebound, tries to throw it off Matthews. He takes it away. Gregory with the ball one-on-one. Goes left into the paint, shot up. And we got the ball stuck on the rim there, but a foul on Doniphan. That'll send Gregory to the line.
Fourth team foul on Doniphan in the half. It's been 11 on the Malden Greenway.
And the foul will be on number 21, Logan Rush. His first personal. We're going to take a short break here. We have 3 minutes and 56 seconds left in the game. Malden on top of the green, or the Dons on top of the Green Wave, 60-42. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college.
Why pay university prices?
When the same classes at TRCC cost a lot less.
I can use A+.
I get individual attention.
I'm close to home.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Have you noticed they're all the same guy?
It would be hard not to.
Enjoying the art?
Yes, very much. Are you the artist?
I am.
Who is Steve, the doer?
Doer. He's my farmer's insurance agent.
Really?
He gave me the coverage to save my studio. Mina. Hors d'oeuvre, Steve on a stick, salmon skin Steve roll, Steve in a blanket, baklava la Steve. What are you doing?
Well, the name scared me. Skin, Steve, roll.
Planning is your best protection against the unexpected. Let Dennis and Lance Shear of Shear Insurance Services advise you on the best plan. Stop by at 406 North Douglas Street in Malden or call them at 573-276-4586 for all your insurance needs.
And we're about to gear up for the action to resume here after this timeout. Looks like the Dons are going to come away with a victory here with about with 3 minutes 50 seconds remaining. Dons up 60-42 on the Green Wave. Looking ahead, how do you think Doniphan's going to look here for the rest of the tournament? They got a Hayti coming up tomorrow.
It's going to be a little harder to get that ball weaved in the middle against that Hayti Indian team. You know, when Hayti wants to play, they got some talented kids.
Yep.
And it looks like they're going to move out and play them for the Consolation Championship tomorrow afternoon at 4:30 or 4 o'clock.
First shot up for Gregory's good.
The Greenway team will be done for the tournament. They'll go home. They'll start their practice again. They'll continue on and still work hard and try to get better.
Second shot up by Gregory's good. Malden going to apply some full court pressure here. Jackson, Gordon, Smith close. Smith brings it across the timeline, gives it up to Grainer. And Doniphan's going to work it around the perimeter, try to kill some clock, but looks for a back door by Davis. He gets it up, good, and the foul.
They just kept working them in, weaving them in that middle, rotating them in. Wait, pretty soon somebody's going to pop open.
And that's pretty much been the story of the day for Davis. He's been working there inside and out of the paint, and it's paid off. He's got a slew of points here. We'll get him totaled up for the end of the game here. His free throw for the three-point play is good. Got 3.5 minutes remaining. Don's on top of the Green Wave, 63-44. Shot up by Quentin Jackson, no good. Rebound Wilson. He kicks it out to Gregory for three. Shot up, good by Gregory.
Nice shot by Travis.
Grainer with the ball. Pressured out front, gives it up to Davis. Grainer out front. Looks like Doniphan's moving the ball again, trying to look for an easy shot here. And the
nice
trying to get down to
Manny
Davis
Matthews.
again, but taken away by Matthews. Pushed it ahead to Gregory, throwing out of bounds. That was nice anticipation by
Sure was.
Matthews. He kind of caught on what they were trying to do, and they tried to work it into Davis again, and he picked it off.
Raymond Wilson slapped the ball away.
And dives after it. Ball out of bounds. Off of Wilson.
Good hustle on Raymond
Sure
Wilson's
was.
part.
Doniphan inbounds to Grainer. He dribbles through the double team up to center court. Gives it up to Davis. He's going to pull it out. Smith over to Grainer.
Doniphan works the ball around. Very good.
Grainer with the ball on the right side. Almost taken away by Gregory. Rush takes it in for the shot, and
Lays
it
it up
is
and in.
good for an easy two. Shot up by Wilson, no good. Gregory tries to save it out to Davis. He's going to bring it up for the Dons. And Doniphan's going to pull it out, run some more clock. Here in this last quarter, you see a lot of, youth and probably a little bit of varsity inexperience for the Green Wave, and it's hard to really count on, the youth and, freshmen, sophomores to come in and generate offense for you, especially in the Bloomfield Christmas tournament.
Exactly right.
That's one thing. The Green Wave got in foul trouble early and got some of their older guys out. Dwight Jackson, he's a sophomore, but he's played pretty well in this game. And also you have D. Collier, 5'9" senior for the Green Wave, foul out, one of their main guards. So they're really counting on some younger kids here to really step up and make something happen in this fourth quarter. But I think, Ison, he's got we got to, in our second game of the year, Camel and Malden played. We really got to see the JV team, and they really look good. They got a nice slew of guards, especially. They're really quick and really work the ball really well, and we're seeing some of those tonight. So
that's right.
I'll tell you, if I'm Robert Ison, I really like what I see on that JV team coming up.
Yeah, I think so.
And shot up by Matthews is good.
That's the ball game in about 3 seconds.
And that brings it into our game number 18 of the consolation semifinals between the Malden Green Wave and the Doniphan Dons. And Doniphan comes away with the win, 65-49 over the Malden Green Wave. And we'll be back in just a moment with some post-game coverage with Tommy Jacobs and myself, Tyler Wagner. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college or career classes.
Three Rivers affordable tuition
Means Pell Grants go further.
I can use A+.
I got a scholarship.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Have you noticed they're all the same guy?
It would be hard not to.
Enjoying the art?
Yes, very much. Are you the artist?
I am.
Who is Steve, the doer?
Doer. He's my farmer's insurance agent.
Really?
He gave me the coverage to save my studio. Nina. Hors d'oeuvre, Steve on a stick. Salmon skin Steve roll. Steve in a blanket. Baklava a la Steve. What are you doing?
Well, the name scared me. Skin, Steve, roll.
Planning is your best protection against the unexpected. Let Dennis and Lance Shear of Shear Insurance Services advise you on the best plan. Stop by at 406 North Douglas Street in Malden or call them at 573-276-4586 for all your insurance needs.
And we're back here with a little post-game coverage of our game number 18 between the Malden Green Wave and the Doniphan Dons. Doniphan Dons come out on top, 65-49 in this semifinal matchup of the consolation bracket. The Doniphan Dons will move on to the consolation championship tomorrow afternoon against Hayti. Hayti, the defending champion of this Bloomfield Christmas tournament, will go for a consolation championship tomorrow, and Doniphan looks to give them a good matchup tomorrow. We'll give a short little stat recap here. Individual scores for the Malden Green Wave. High man was number 4, Travis Gregory, with 16 points. Followed by number 32, Andy Matthews, with 10. And Quentin Jackson, number 21, with 8. And on the Doniphan side, the high man was number 45, Greg Davis, with 24 points. Behind Davis was number 1, Taylor Smith, with 11. And followed by him was number 12, Mitch Grainer, with 10, and also number 42, Gavin Wilfong, with 10. So you look back on the stats here, it looks like, Greg Davis pretty much had his way today. Had 24 points. No telling how many rebounds, but we unfortunately we can't keep up with those as of right now. But Davis pretty much did a little bit of everything for him today.
He did. He's a nice player, been a nice player for him for a couple of years now, and this is. And this Doniphan team, they just had their game plan, stuck with it, and worked very well. And the young Green Wave team, they're going to keep battling. These kids are going to get better. And there's no losers in high school basketball. They just came up a little short on the scoreboard. They just have to keep working. And, these young kids, it's easy to get frustrated, say something out on the court. But, they're going to learn later on. As in life, basketball is the same way. Everything don't go right sometimes. You got to work your way through it. And I'm sure that those kids didn't turn the ball over. They didn't miss a shot that they, on purpose, they tried hard. But that's what you're going to get when you get a bunch of young, inexperienced kids. And if we had this Andy Matthews and Travis Gregory, they're going to give you all they've got every night. And they're going to come out there. And this Andy Matthews is just tremendous worker, tremendous kid. And, these other kids are just going to come on. They're going to get better. Coach Ison couldn't be asked for a nicer coach and a better coach than Sokoloff and Ison. So they're going to do the best they can and build on this team and live to fight another day, as they say.
Yeah, speaking of the game a little bit, Doniphan come out, looked like they had a different game plan than they had maybe the past few days. They really controlled the ball really well. They really emphasized ball control and working better shots and probably higher percentage shots. Right. They didn't take a whole big slew of threes, and which we're used to seeing Doniphan really shoot well from the outside, but they haven't shot well the past 2 games from the outside, so they run a lot of cutters through the paint, and that's where you saw Davis and Grainer and Smith get a lot of their points, cutting through the lane, getting easy baskets. And I would probably look for the same thing against Hayti. Hayti's a really physical group. They get up, like to play really hard defense. And you'll probably see the same thing against Hayti tomorrow. Try to work and get easy shots in the paint and get to the foul line, which they did really well today.
Sure did. And like I say, they move on to play the Hayti Indians, and that could be a good game.
Yeah, and speaking of Malden, which they've struggled early on this year. They got their first win yesterday in a forfeit over Kennett. So, they'd rather have a win where they played 4 quarters. That's really what they're looking for. And, if they bring the intensity that every game and bring the athleticism that they have, which we've shown they've really got the athletic kids, they can really get on the boards and get it out in the open court. And also Andy Matthews, he works hard underneath there, getting rebounds and putbacks. And you see Dwight Jackson, he's a young one, sophomore. He's mixing it up down there and bringing up some JV kids that are going to get some valuable varsity time to look forward to next year. So, if you're Malden, you're going to take your hits this year, but I see a pretty talented group in that JV team coming up.
Exactly right. And there's going to be a young man, Lee Townsend, is going to be eligible for Malden about in January, and he's about 6'3" and a very good athlete. And he's going to help him. He's going to give some good rebounding power and some scoring in the middle in there.
Now, was he with a football player?
No, he just would just become eligible. No,
Okay, I remember Robert Ison talking about he had a football player that was out to an injury.
Yeah, I wish Kane could play, but he has a knee injury, and I don't know that he'll be able to play this year.
Okay, yeah, that was a tough one for him. I remember us talking to him about that, and you know what? Plenty of talent coming up for Malden.
Right.
So you know, look for the Malden Green Wave here in the next few years, and we see Doniphan. They've taken maybe a down step here in the past year. They had a real talented club last year, won their district, and they come out and they're playing in this year's consolation bracket. Maybe come away with a win tomorrow against Haytow. We'll have a look and see. But that we'll bring that to a conclusion of our game number 18 between the Malden Green Wave and the Doniphan Dons. And we'd like to let you know that this game was brought to you in part by Tommy's Convenience Store in Malden, Three Rivers Community College, Shear Insurance Services of Farmers Insurance Group, and First National Bank. And for Tommy Jacobs, the color man to my left, myself, Tyler Wagner, and Richard Kimball on the camera for the first time. We appreciate him coming up and working the camera for us. We're a little short-handed today. Corey Martin's out for the day, and surely thank him. And Tommy, it's good working with you again.
Yeah, it sure was, Tommy.
And we got a good slew of games coming up. You know, real competitive. The games get more competitive as we go on. So I'm looking forward to the rest of the games we have here, and hopefully we'll get to work another one for one of these fine games.
You bet.
All right, that's it for us here for the game number 18 here, the 52nd Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. You're watching high school basketball on your source for high school basketball, YHC TV.